No More Time is a fast-paced Roblox parkour game with a massive focus on cooperation. This is not a competition, it is a survival game, which makes it really different from every other racing game. Basically, you have 2 minutes to complete a course, or else there is a corruption that will actually come and kill you. It is a very underrated Roblox game, and definitely deserves more than what it has. And I decided to make a video ranking basically every single survivor you can get into this game, because this game also has a focus on abilities, which allows you to survive the course faster, or help your teammates more. And it is an aspect that has not even been explored anywhere inside of those Roblox games, which is really unfortunate, because with this game we can see how well it goes. Anyways, before the video actually begins, please consider liking the video and subscribing if you want more content from me on this game. It will help me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, enjoy the video and let's get ranking. Let me go over the tier list really quickly. Elite, the best abilities. Very good abilities is self-explanatory as well. Decent overall, same thing I think. Situational, however, is kind of like whenever an ability is useful in certain contexts only. Like, it is good in some maps, but it is terrible in others. And etc, etc. And terrible is just terrible. I think that makes sense. We are going to start off with Noob, the character you unlock when first playing this game, and honestly, one of the best in the entire game. He has 2 abilities that are both very simple but also very helpful. The first one is a heal potion, allowing him to regenerate about 30 of his health, I think. And also an ability, Beginner's Luck, which allows him to, whenever he takes damage, be invincible for much more times than other survivors. The single ability is very game changing, because you wanna exploit the times whenever you are invincible as much as possible, which makes him a very easy elite. Next up is Swift. Her name basically explains everything she can do. She is a bit faster than the average survivor, and has the ability to dash, granting her invincibility during the time of the dash, and also boosting her forward. It's honestly a very good character, maybe not as helpful as a Noob, which is why I will be putting her in very good abilities. Next up is Chunkpot. This character has definitely taken inspiration from Flamingo. He has a passive allowing him to gain more health and speed per Chunkpot present, and also a recharge that's shared with every single Chunkpot in the game, which allows him to heal for 25 HP. This character is way more situational than the rest, because it really requires a lot of people to be Chunkpot in order for it to actually be very OP. Other than that, consider it a normal character. I'm gonna put him in situational, because that's basically what it is. Next up is Cole, a very meh character. It basically is Noob, but replaces the double the duration of invincibility for a speed boost whenever he consumes his coffee. Because yes, the heal potion is replaced by coffee, yay! Anyways, I think he's basically just a worse Noob, which is why I'm gonna put him in decent overall. I would have put him in situational, but his abilities are much better than those of Chunkpot, and much less situational. Now next up is Bacon, honestly a very terrible character in my opinion. His abilities aren't really that good and don't impact himself that much. He cannot even use his own ability for himself, which is Bacon. It allows any survivor except Bacon himself to have one free shield that breaks once he takes damage. It's decent as an ability and actually allows Bacon to heal 20 HP if it is taken by someone else. But really, in my opinion, it's pretty terrible, which is where I'm gonna put it. Terrible. Tony's moveset is entirely reliant on jumping. He's slower than the average survivor but gains a speed boost whenever he jumps. And he also has the ability to double jump. For me, I just see him as kind of like a worse Swift. Like, I don't really like playing as Tony, and he's way too reliant on his jumping ability, which gets reset whenever he takes damage. So, which is why I just see him as kind of like a worse shift. So yeah, he's going into situational. Next up is a character I absolutely love messing around with. It's Cassie. She has 75 more HP and also has the ability to charge, which, as you can see, allows her to do insane skips on certain maps like Skycall Heights or the bridge. Just look at this. The charge is definitely way too overpowered, but as it stands, it is one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. Like, it's not even 20 seconds on the clock and I'm already halfway through the entire map. During the charge, she also takes much less damage, and making it basically very good everywhere, but specifically on open maps where she can basically just completely break it. Which is why it is one of my favorite characters to mess around with. Like, look at this. I finished and there's not even 1 minute left. I do agree that he is pretty situational, but those situationals are very often, meaning she will go into elite. Astro also kind of falls into this category, being one of the best survivalists. He has the ability to have a lower gravity than all survivors, but also has a rocket ability, which allows him to boost himself upwards by quite a lot actually. So I wouldn't put him in the same rank as Cassie, elite, however, he is way more situational than her, surprisingly. Like, his abilities are completely useless in maps such as low security or high security facility, even the detonations version. He is pretty bad at those actually. However, he is still a very decent character, so I'm going to be putting him in the very good abilities. Meow is one of the most unique characters in terms that he doesn't have HP, instead he has lives. 9 to be exact. He's a cat, like his name says. He loses 1 whenever he takes damage, meaning he basically starts off with 20 HP actually, and always loses 25. He can sacrifice 1 life for a massive speed boost, and if he doesn't take damage during that time, he will regain the life he just sacrificed. Honestly, it's a very fun character to mess around with, and in my personal opinion, I need to play him more. Not only that, he also has a Maxwell skin for some reason, which I just love. The extra chances that Astro gets, plus his really good speed up ability, allows him to go into elite. I really like playing as Astro. Odds is literally gambling his life away. He has the ability to spawn in with extra HP, going from 125 to 300 I think, and also has the ability to roll a dice every 5 seconds, giving him either buffs or debuffs. He can go faster, slower, take damage or regain HP, and also has the ability to gain a jackpot, giving him 777 HP and speed. Basically, he wins. That's it. There's no way you get to lose as a node that just got the jackpot, you know? Anyways, he's a really fun character to mess with, but it can sometimes backfire a lot. I have decided to put him in decent overall, because Events is more situational than other characters and isn't really guaranteed to have a high chance. So that's why. Dr. Mick is a support character. Like, that's a pure definition of being a support character. He has the ability to pick up 2 down survivors, which is a bonus. And also has the ability to throw a medkit, which for whoever takes it, gains a speed boost and also regenerates some health. Whenever he picks up a down survivor, he actually gains extra speed, which is really good, but personally, I've never had the ability to fully experiment with Dr. Mick. I will go with decent overall, but I could also very well go with very good abilities once I train myself up with him, because really I don't really like playing as a support character. Sir Patrick's is the first character I got to level 100. Because he's really easy to play and actually really good in terms of farming a lot of money. Sir Patrick's has the ability to pick up to 5 survivors, the most out of any character by far. He also has the ability to fortify. It makes him take less damage whenever he's under the fortify ability. I thought it made him a lot faster, but apparently no. For me, it's a very solid character. Maybe I will not put him as elite as I originally planned to, but I will definitely put him in very good abilities. Helpot is a very good support character. His first ability is Force Field, meaning that he can actually prevent any person close to him with a max of 6 to take damage. He also has the ability to see where down survivors are, and also he can pick up to 2. In my personal opinion, he's good, but really, he's also pretty situational, in my opinion. Like, he's hardly going to be really that useful in a lot of maps, but he's a very solid character. I will be putting him in decent overall. He's not the best, but also, he's still very good when he's here. Angel is one of the more recent characters, but also one of the more OP ones. She has the ability to heal 3 survivors around her, healing her in the process as well, which is very good for everybody involved. She also has the ability to pick up a survivor that was left for last. By example, whenever I use Guardian Angel, I just gain 1 random survivor that was downed, which is honestly pretty good for them specifically, but also for us because we do gain a lot of XP. With some of the best abilities in the game, I'm putting her in Elite. I think it's only fair. Wu is one of the fastest characters in the whole game. He is also one of the slowest. Basically, he is kind of like Tori. Whenever he takes damage, he loses his massive speed boost that he starts with. However, he can regenerate it whenever he mediates, which slows him down for 5 seconds, or actually no, just stops him, but he will regain his speed boost. He's a relatively difficult character to control because of his speed, which is why I'm not really good at him. According to me, Wu is high risk, low reward, and really not that great now that I think about it. Like yes, he's speedy, but a Swift does the job so much better, so I'm gonna put him in Terrible. I just really don't like playing as him. Plus he's relatively difficult to control because of the speed. Now this is Berman, not 1x. 1x is only a skin for Berman, which is really funny to be honest. Anyways, Berman is one of the more slept on survivors. He's a support, but has the ability to completely erase some obstacles. He has 6 charges of that actually, and honestly, he's very good. He also starts 2 rooms further from other survivors, which isn't really that much of a boost, but I guess it's still something. Up, going to Elite, buddy. Tom is a very meh character. I don't really like playing as Tom. He has kind of the same ability, passive as Berman, starting off 1 room earlier, and also has a graffiti, which for 5 seconds speeds up anybody that steps on it. It's decent, but really, I don't really like Tom. Honestly, I think he's a very meh character. I'm gonna put him in situational. After a random graffiti boy, we literally got someone who can defy the laws of time and actually rewind time back. Welcome to Wurro, a character that actually is pretty unique. He can rewind time, and whenever he does so, he regains all health he has lost during that time, and also goes much faster for a little bit. He is teleported back, however. Like, look at this. In my personal opinion, it is a very decent character. It's just, yeah, I think it's also very situational, which is where I'm gonna put her. Ekko is gonna be really difficult to explain. It is a copycat, allowing it to copy the ability of a random survivor, but also, its speed is always bigger than the average survivor, because it is always going to be the average between Ekko's speed and the fastest survivor's speed. Ekko is a very situational character, because it really depends on the ability it got, and also the speed of the fastest survivor. It can be elite, just like terrible, but I'm gonna put Ekko in situational, because that's basically what it is. Don't get me started with Cody. He's one of the hardest survivors to control, because he's on a skateboard at all times, he cannot stop, and is also extremely fast. This makes him very difficult to actually control, and yeah, its ability, Safety Cone, allows anyone that gets damaged around the cone to take less damage. The thing is that it's a very difficult character to even understand, and honestly, easily one of the hardest ones in the entire game, which is why it's worth so much. However, it is still pretty fun to play, but I'm still gonna put him in terrible, because that's literally what it feels like playing with him. Yourself, yeah, you get to play as yourself. How cool is that actually? You get to race around and just have a lot of fun. And in my personal opinion, it's a feature that I really fucking love about this game. The fact that you get to play as yourself is just something I really love, and really it makes the game much more personalized. Anyways, This character has no abilities, only one passive. Determination. Holy shit, Freeze Undertale? Are you here? Yeah, basically whenever you get downed, you revive so much faster, which is honestly really good, especially if you know that people in the server are pretty terrible at reviving. And really, the fact that it doesn't have any ability on its own is pretty bad, but its only passive is extremely good. Call me biased if you want, but I'm putting him in decent overall. Playing as yourself is something that I always love doing. Plus, finally a passive that doesn't make you want to murder everybody in the server, because sometimes it can be really annoying if they don't revive you. Bling Bling is the last survivor for 5000 money, or actually just VIP. You will be able to gain one of the worst survivors in terms of survivability. This guy is the slowest survivor by far, and also one of the weakest, only has half of HP. Now what is it that makes him so unique? The catch is, if he makes it to the end, he gives every survivor a boost in money and XP gained during the match. It's also important to note that it gets lowered by the amount of bling blings in the game. I'm gonna be real, as a survivalist, this guy is the worst. Like, there is no one worse than him, he will go into terrible. But because he's the only rich guy that actually gives his money away, elite. He absolutely deserves it, what a chad. And there we go, that's the end of the tier list. I hope it doesn't get outdated like the day I released this video. But anyway, please tell me your opinion on it. What will you change? What will you do? I will send the link of said tier list in the description. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider giving a like and a follow. It will help me out a lot, and it will let me know that you guys want more videos on this game. Anyways, yeah, see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye.